Farm Girl chef Elizabeth Watkins joins us live from Linden with a tasty tri-tip recipe.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello, I'm good. Good morning.
Good. Okay, are you going to teach us
I'm
how to cut it first, the right way to slice it?
Yes, so I'm a farm girl. I'm a 6th generation cattle rancher, and today is all about tri-tips. So it's kind of a California piece or cut of meat, and it actually, a cow has 8 primals. This has a little bit more on it, but a tri-tip roast comes from about here, the bottom sirloin on a cow. This is my piggy bank, by the way.
Oh, I love it that you can show us a diagram. That's great. Okay.
So it kind of looks like a triangle a little bit, and when you cut this, after we cook it, we have to slice it across the grain. You can see probably a little bit better when it's raw. There's a grain going this way,
Right.
and
Oh, so
then
you
this
cut
way it kind of
opposite.
goes this way. So if you slice with it, it's going to be very tough and chewy, and so most people that try tri-tip for the first time at home don't like it because they slice it wrong. So it's very important how you slice it.
So you said slice
and
it
there's about
opposite.
700. Yeah, across, opposite. So this is a mix of salt, pepper, garlic powder. It's just our go-to seasoning in my house. So you season both sides pretty liberally, and then I like to cook this on convection, 325. Depends on the size. Something this size, this weight will probably take about 25-30 minutes.
Okay.
You can also do it on the regular setting of your oven, 425 for about 35 minutes.
Okay.
So when it comes out, it looks like this, the same exact thing. Now, I had a sous chef help me this morning, and she didn't follow my directions.
Oh.
But
Your mom?
that's okay.
Is that your mom?
She started slicing it. Yeah,
Oh.
my mom. So,
Did she cut it
this
wrong?
is kind of, no, she didn't cut it wrong. I told her to leave it whole, and she started slicing it.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's all right.
That's okay.
So we have our triangle shape here, and I always start at that top tip here, and I'm going to use this knife here. So you can see she started to slice this way. Our grain on this portion of the tri-tip is going this way.
Okay.
So and because we're going to make nachos with this, I like it pretty thin. This I actually cooked yesterday and put in the refrigerator. It's easier to slice when it's cold, and since we're putting it on nachos, they're going to go in the oven. It's thin enough, it'll reheat, so you can get a thinner slice. So we're cutting across the grain. As we move down into this odd shape, the grain kind of goes this way a little bit.
Okay.
So at this point, we kind of have to turn your knife. So sometimes what I suggest is you get to a point where you're slicing to the grain, and then you just lop it off. Because it's going in so many different directions, then you can make sure that you are slicing against the grain, okay?
Yeah.
Got it.
So then we just slice these up into bite-sized pieces. And I used to make this all the time. My parents would cook, tri-tip a lot, and I would make myself lunch on the weekends. They would leave me home alone.
Oh, wow.
Just kidding. No, I would get hungry, and no one else was hungry. So I used to make these nachos in the microwave. Now that I can use the oven, I prefer the oven. So this is just a can of refried beans, and you just put some on. I like to do the cheese next because I want to see the tri-tip. So you put a piece of tri-tip on.
Oh.
Then I do that for all of these here.
Okay.
And then I put them in the oven. These go back into the oven about 425 degrees for 5 to 10 minutes. And then I like black olives, so I top them with some black olives. You can come over here with some jalapenos, some sour cream, some salsa, and put that on. So they come out looking like this.
Little bite-sized nachos.
Oh,
Look
that
at
looks
that.
great.
I like them. They're individual. I don't know if you ever went to Chevy's, but they used to have these individual nachos. They're so much better. I think they're less messy to eat.
Right.
Yeah.
And every bite has
Every
a piece
bite.
of beef.
It does.
Sounds good.
Oh, man.
All right,
That
very
looks
good.
delicious, Elizabeth. And good tips on how to cut the steak, because you could apply that from the
Yeah,
tri-tip
so-
to all other cuts, correct? Yeah?
All right. Thank you so
Correct.
much.
And you can find the recipe on my website, farmgirlchef.us.
Okay, farmgirlchef.us. And next hour, she's going to do roasted beet and orange salad. That's coming up here in a little bit.
The home meal. All right, plan the perfect backyard oasis just in time for the warmer weather coming up at 9.